Good morning, Angela, and how are you today? You look rather glamorous today. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Yes, I thought I'd dress up specially for you, Moira, so I'm absolutely fine.
Well, thank you very much for doing this interview with me. It's just to show other women over the age of 45 that life isn't over, that actually this is the most exciting time of our lives, and how we can change and adapt and create the life that we're really yearning to do, and do something that, particularly in your case, it's something you've longed to do for a very long time.
That's right.
So if you could just introduce yourself, tell us a little about yourself and your lovely business, that would be fantastic, please.
Oh, lovely. Okay, Moira. Well, I'm Angie Horky, and I have a home styling business that I run with Sasha, my daughter, and we're called Wish Upon a Style. And a little bit about the business. Well, we think we're unique because obviously there's lots of amazing home stylists about, and normally you'd call a home stylist to come along and help you if you're planning to sell your house or perhaps move to a new home, or even if your home and the rooms aren't working for you and you just want some kind of improvement. But what we like to do is we like to come to your home when you're planning to entertain, and we like to really transform your home, do something really special for you and your family and friends, all your guests. And so it's more of a really a temporary, hopefully a kind of a magical transformation, I would say.
And it's particularly good for now, isn't it, with all this COVID and how we're all changing our lives. And it's difficult for any of us to see how we're all going to be going to restaurants or things like that now. So it's really making a special occasion out of having people around for dinner, isn't it?
Well, that's exactly right. I think it is a good time because, as you say, we really don't know when restaurants are going to, or even hotels are going to be open again for people. So I think now, even people that didn't entertain very much at home, I think more and more people are going to think about doing that so that they can have their friends and family over. So I'm hoping that we're going to be coming to lots of people's homes and doing that.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. And just why did you had your business idea, but why did you decide you wanted to work with me? What was it that you just made you decide to want to work
All
with me?
right. Well, if I go back to last year, I actually saw on Facebook your group, Life Begins at 45, and it was for women over 45. And but my first thought was, well, I'm well over 45. I better join quickly. So I did. I joined your group, and then I started listening to your lives, which at the time were each Thursday, but you do a live, I know now, on a Wednesday once a week. And I actually enjoyed them so much, and I enjoyed your natural way, the way you sat there and you had your trusty glass of wine. I thought, oh, we're all very relaxed, and it's really like talking to a friend. That's the feeling I got. But I always try to take away something from each of the subjects you spoke about. Whether it was an interviewing technique, or whether it was social media, or finding your niche, very important one. I always try to take something away and work on it before your next live. So that's really how it started. And then, I had the chance to have that a very short one-to-one with you. And
Yes.
it was from there, I think we both decided we would like to work together. And I took your one-to-one business mentoring course, and which was amazing. And I haven't looked back since, really. I'm really working hard on that and all the things I've learned.
Excellent, brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. And what in particular were you struggling with? Because I know this is an idea that you've had for a long time. That what was it in particular that you had to overcome to actually start to make it a reality?
Right. Okay. Well, the main thing was to actually find my ideal client. I found that we were getting bookings. I was trying to get our vision across, which was actually coming into people's homes. And what I was actually finding was we were getting bookings for parties in halls. And as you know, we did a couple of weddings, but that really wasn't what I wanted to do. We did that, but all I wanted to do was really help people in their own homes. And I wanted to help people that love entertaining, love their homes, and just wanted people to come into their homes. Actually, the feeling I wanted to evoke was really when it's Christmas. I mean, that's probably the best example. At Christmas, people rush out. They know they're going to have family and friends over, maybe the Christmas lunch or they're going to stay, and they rush out and they buy everything, all the fairy lights, the Christmas baubles, and they want their homes to look absolutely magical for that time. And that's really what we want to do all year round. Not fairy lights and baubles, but we just want to make their place look elegant, glamorous, just for their special occasions, and make them and their guests have just a wonderful time.
Yeah,
and that's really what we're trying to go forward with.
Okay, and so what was it you were struggling with to actually make that a reality?
I think it was actually our direction, because we did accept every booking and every request, and we just couldn't get the message across in the right way. And of course, that's what I learned from you, that we had to niche down to what we do now, which is hopefully, you know, dinner parties, afternoon teas. Anytime you're having people over, we will come and transform your home for that occasion.
And it was just really niching your brand, wasn't it? Just actually get it so you could get your message out.
Exactly.
And did I help you resolve that problem? Did working with me give you some more clarity?
Yes, you did. You certainly did, because when we started the mentoring course, we were still looking at perhaps decorating venues and styling other places. And I think you made me see how important it is to niche, and so that we're not confusing our potential clients, and we make it very clear what we are doing. And that's what I think I learned from you. That was the most important thing. And in fact, that's what we're doing now. You know, when we do our Facebook posts, our Instagram, or any kind of marketing, that's what we're promoting. It's entertaining at home and styling dinner parties. We're even doing different themes each month. So, and that's something I learned from you as well. We've actually got our year business plan now. So I've got all my little calendar, my little months worked out. So I know what I'm doing next month. You know, and I know what I'm doing each month. So next month, July, it's going to be garden parties, because the Queen's garden parties have been cancelled. So we're going to suggest people have their own garden parties, and we'll come and style those. And we've got something for each month following that.
And how much did that help you? Because that sort of thing really helps you focus, doesn't it? And really sort of stops you feeling that you're just sort of swaying in the wind. Did you find the same?
Exactly right. My main problem was something you talked about the other week: procrastinating. And I realised I was really good at that. That was probably my main problem. And I did exactly what you said. You know, I start off. I did the time blocking, because you gave out some time blocking sheets at some stage. So I would write down what I've got to do at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, stop for my breakfast and start something else. And then I found, I haven't spoken to so-and-so for a long time. I'll just give them a quick call in between. And of course, that's not what you should be doing. So I'm trying to really discipline myself and follow what I'm, making myself do each day, really. And I'm setting it out for myself. So that's helped me as well.
And it's amazing, isn't it? You get more work done when you time block, or I certainly find so. You get more work done, but you actually have more time.
Well, that's right. Yeah, and because I slot in things that are quite important to me, and I think important for all of us, because the worst thing I think to do is to sit in front of the computer all day. I mean, you've got to have a break, haven't you? So I even slot in now walking my dog every day at 2 o'clock. And I look forward to that as well now. So, and I know that I've achieved something before I do that. So I think it just makes you feel better as well, having your day set out for you, and especially during lockdown, I think it was even more important.
And I agree. It does make you feel like you've achieved, doesn't it? Because you get to the end of the day, and instead of thinking that was a waste, then you actually think, blooming heck, I've really done this. This is absolutely brilliant, and I've smashed it out the park. And then you want to get up the next day and do the same thing. So it's all a win-win. And
Yes,
and so what do you see for your future? Your very exciting business, which I'm really excited about, because I think this is just going to take off big time. So what are you looking for your future?
Right, well, I'm hoping another thing that you suggested, once we're really established, is to maybe franchise out. I think that would be a brilliant idea. I think that would be really exciting. So I think that's what we see ourselves doing in the future.
Yeah, and that's only possible because you've really now niched your brand. You really know what you're saying to everybody, don't you? You really know what your story is. You really know what your niche is and your brand is, and so you're able to you know, like you say, once you're established, you will be able to just roll that out everywhere and sell off as a franchise. And it's just because you know who you are.
Exactly right. And even within that niche, because I know people might be worried, as I was, about having a niche, and you think, well, you're going to turn away so much business, and there's only so much you can do if you've got one niche. But that's not true. I mean, even with dinner parties, you know, as I mentioned to you, we're doing all these different themed dinner parties. Got really exciting one coming up, actually, that I'm putting a video on for the weekend. So I think I mentioned to you before, I feel that every dinner party, every occasion, and every client is unique. So every dinner party is going to be completely different. So
Yes.
there's so much you can do within that niche. I think it's just your imagination, wherever your imagination takes you, isn't it? Really.
Yeah,
So,
it is. But it's brilliant, and it's very, very exciting. And anyway, Angela, thank you so much for taking time out. I know you're busy, and I know that you yesterday were actually being included in filming an advertisement that's possibly going to be in a national campaign. So you are an absolute classic example. I'm not going to say your age, but you, because you don't look anywhere near your age.
Oh,
but,
thank you.
but
I don't feel it either. That's important.
But you are a classic example of what us older ladies can do, how energetic we can be, how we can change our lives, and everything just is, we can have it all, and everything just looks so bright for our future, doesn't it? And we don't feel like it's the end or anything like that. It's just really starting to become very exciting.
Actually, it could be just the beginning. And could I just say, because I want to make sure I say before we end the interview, that I probably wouldn't be able to do this if it hadn't been for your help. I think what you do is amazing, and you really show everybody the direction they should be going in, and give them the confidence to do what they want to do and feel they can do. So I wanted to thank you for that as well.
Oh, Angela, thank you very much. That's really, really lovely. And that is my whole purpose. It's not just to show, I think, as we've discussed on many an occasion, that knowledge gives you confidence. So when you actually start to, all the pennies start to, you know, to fall into place, everything starts to line up, and you think, gosh, I know, and then that just gives you the confidence to do it. And that's, as you know, that's my whole drive in life, is for women not to feel that life's over and they've left it too late. And we're all living proof that we haven't left it too late.
Oh, definitely. I couldn't agree more. And I think everybody that's in our age group, as you say, 45 and over, I think life could be just beginning, and this is the time really when you could be doing what you've always dreamed of doing. I mean, that's what I'm doing now. So,
exactly, and it's fantastic. Anyway, Angela, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day, and I will see you soon.
Oh, definitely, I'll be there every week for your live. So yes, continue as we've been doing. That's
exactly.
lovely. Thank you, Myra.
And you take care. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.